Greetings. My name is Lori Palmquist, and I'm going to take you on a tour of the Smart Sprinkler Scheduler for the Sacramento region. I'm really excited about this app. If you use it to schedule your sprinklers, you'll be giving your plants or lawns exactly the amount of water they need. This could not only allow you to have a very healthy garden, but will save water too. This app is web-based and works well on desktop computers, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. Because it's based on a website, there's no need to download separate apps for mobile devices. So I am going to show you how to use this. What I'll do is, because there are two versions of this app, we have a basic version and an advanced version. I'm going to start with the basic. So I'll be thinking out loud and telling you why I'm doing what and explaining a few things. First of all, this scheduling app, Sprinkler Scheduler, only schedules one zone at a time, and it gives you the runtime minutes per week for a single sprinkler zone. Drip zones are not included in this, and if you were to click on this, drip zones, it would take you to the information page and you could see the explanation as to why we don't cover drip in here. And actually there are some pretty nice recommendations on what you can do to try and use this a little bit for drip, being very careful, of course. I'll go back to the landing page here, and if you were to click on this eye symbol anywhere, it would take you to the information page. Okay, so I'll go back now. I will do the basic scheduler. I want to choose the closest city to my project, and I'm going to say that this project is in Rancho Cordova. And I actually don't know the zip code of Rancho Cordova, so I'm going to click this help here, and I get a full list of the zip codes. Now there are four counties that are covered in this app: Yolo County, Sacramento County, Placer County, and El Dorado County. Now I know that Rancho Cordova is in Sacramento County. Here it is. I'll use this zip code 95670. 95670, there we go. You can choose watering restrictions if you can only water 1 day a week to up to 5 days a week. In this case, I'm not going to choose that, the watering restrictions. And you can click on this link to go to the bewatersmart.info website to see if your city has water restrictions. So now we're ready to click Go. And now we're on the zone setup page. And we have three things to choose on this page, actually four. We tell it which zone we want. I'll call it zone 5, and I'll say it's my lawn, it's in full sun, and if I'm not sure of what any of these sprinklers are, let's see, not sure what this is, I click on it and I get a much bigger version of it, and then I can close it out and go back. All right. So I close it out and go back and I say, yes, indeed, it is a rotary nozzle. So I would like to point out that down here on the bottom, this is the Go button that will take you to another page. And when you click this button, the app actually goes out to the CIMMYS website and retrieves the current weather data. Remember, this scheduler is based on current weather conditions or current weather values from the CIMMYS website. So it could take up to 15 seconds to acquire that weather and come back for you. So we'll go ahead and click Go. And in this case, it was really fast. All right. So this is the confirm zone page. It's confirming the things that I chose. And you can see in gray here, gray type, these are the defaults that we did not pick, that the program just makes as a default. We only chose these three things here. And then this note is very important here, saying that these are default settings, and if your site differs significantly, you would probably want to use the advanced scheduler because it will be much more accurate for your property or your site. You can go back if you'd like and change it, or you could use the edit links up top to go all the way back to the home page. So I will click go to the schedule. And here you can see that we have no runoff entered. And of course we didn't enter the runoff because that was a default value. It's in red just to remind you that you need to address that or understand that you could get runoff. For instance, we have rotary nozzles here, and it's telling us, our current schedule is telling us that we would run it for 62 minutes once a day, 4 days a week. Now, if you were to run that for, say 30 minutes, and you get runoff after 30 minutes, you don't want to run these sprinklers for more than 30 minutes at a time. So these numbers could change. And I don't know if you noticed, but this number times this number times this number will always equal this number. And this number, the minutes per week, is the most important number because you could possibly change these other three numbers to suit your conditions. For instance, if you decided you wanted to go with 2 cycles a day, then you would go with 31 minutes per day, 2 cycles, 31 minutes, 2 times, 4 times a week. We have the watering index, and that will be explained in the info pages. It'll take a little long for me to explain that, but those of you who use watering index, there we go with that, and that's current. And then, so it does say to avoid runoff, you may need to provide more start times, and I already explained that there. And then we have another schedule that you can look at, and this is the historical weather, the schedule that's based on historical weather data. And the reason why we have this historical weather data show up is just in case this data does not get retrieved from the CIMAS website. It's possible because we're depending on an outside service to provide us with current weather. If that service goes down or just doesn't provide us with the weather values for some reason, you can look at the historical weather data and use it from there. The historical actually tends to be pretty close to the current, which is pretty cool. Okay. And so you can show or hide that schedule. All right, so now I'm going to go back to the landing page, and I'm going to use the advanced scheduler this time. I'm going to go ahead and choose Rancho Cordova again, and that zip code was 95670. Watering restrictions, I think I'll go with 3 days a week. I'll click go. Now I have several more things to choose here than the basic scheduler did. It's still number 5. It's still cool season turf, full sun. We've got moderate wind, we have a moderate slope, and we have clay loam soil. I'm going to say that it's fixed spray sprinklers this time. And I'm going to say that after 8 minutes, those sprinklers run off. So I'm choosing 8 minutes. I'll click Go to go to the confirm page, and see it's taking a little bit longer than it did last time. Remember, it can take up to 15 seconds. There we go. So this is the next page, the confirm zone page. Now there's something on this confirm zone page that was not in the basic scheduler, and this is see current weather data. And this is mainly for professionals who understand the ETO data. This is very useful to have. It shows the ETO for the past 7 days, and historical, what's normal, and the watering index. I'll go ahead and go to the schedule, and here we have the schedule again, the current weekly watering schedule. This time it's 7 minutes, 3 cycles, 3 days a week. So again, this number times this number times this number equals the minutes per week. Our watering index is 103%. And if I would like to see the historical schedule, there it is. And you'll notice that we only have March through October on our historical schedule. And actually that is because your irrigation controller should be turned off in November through February, because that is traditionally our rainy season. So that concludes the tutorial on the basic and the advanced scheduler, and I hope you enjoy using it. Thank you very much.